Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt a spark that defies explanation? A connection so deep it feels like you've known them forever, like your soul just sighed in relief? Your heart races, your world shifts, and for a moment, everything makes sense. But then reality crashes in. They're married. They've built a life with someone else, maybe even have a family. And now you're left questioning everything. Why would the universe dangle this perfect connection in front of you only to make it impossible? Is this some kind of cosmic joke, or is there a deeper meaning to this pain? Are you delusional, or is this person truly your twin flame? Master Shi Heng, a modern spiritual teacher with profound insights into the human soul, offers a perspective that could completely reshape how you see this situation. In this video, we're diving into why your twin flame might be married to someone else and, more importantly, what this heart-wrenching encounter is meant to teach you. This isn't just about love, it's about your soul's evolution. Stick with me until the end, and you'll discover why this seemingly cruel twist of fate might be the exact catalyst your spirit needs to grow. Before we unravel this complex dynamic, let's clarify what a twin flame really is through Master Yi's lens. The internet is flooded with dreamy, oversimplified ideas about twin flames that can muddy the waters. While Shi Heng doesn't use the term twin flame explicitly, his teachings on energetic connections, inner balance, and spiritual awakening align perfectly with this concept. For Master Yi, certain people enter our lives not by accident but as part of a divine orchestration to help us align with our true selves. A twin flame isn't just a romantic partner, they're a mirror reflecting your deepest essence, your light, and your shadows. This recognition is why meeting them feels so electric. It's not just butterflies or attraction, it's like seeing a missing piece of your soul in another person. But here's the part most people miss: twin flames aren't always meant to be your happily ever after. Master Yi teaches that these connections are designed to spark transformation, to wake you up to parts of yourself you've ignored or suppressed. They push you toward wholeness, not necessarily a white picket fence. When your twin flame is married, this isn't a glitch in the universe's plan, it's a deliberate setup for a specific kind of spiritual growth. The pain of loving someone you can't have isn't random. Shi would say it's a sign that something profound is unfolding within you. The universe doesn't make mistakes, it creates challenges to help you evolve. This situation is forcing you to confront big questions. What does love really mean to you? Is it about possession, or can it be something purer? The agony you feel is proof that your soul is being stretched, reshaped, and prepared for a higher purpose. Master Yi's teaching suggests that the universe uses these impossible connections to teach lessons you couldn't learn in easier circumstances. Think of it like a spiritual forge. The heat and pressure of this situation are molding you into someone stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true nature. The fact that your twin flame is married isn't a punishment, it's an invitation to transcend ordinary love and discover a deeper, more selfless connection. In the next part, we'll explore the spiritual purposes behind this dynamic and how it's designed to heal and transform you. So, you've met your twin flame, and the connection is undeniable, but they're married. The pain of this reality can feel like a betrayal by the universe itself. Why would you be brought together only to face such an impossible barrier? Master Shi Heng's teachings offer a profound answer: this situation is no accident. It's a carefully designed spiritual crucible meant to forge something extraordinary within you. Let's dive into why this is happening and the deeper purpose behind it. Shi Yi's philosophy emphasizes that life's greatest challenges are often our greatest teachers. When your twin flame is married, it's not a cosmic error, it's a precise setup to push you toward spiritual evolution. The first purpose of this encounter is to shatter your illusions about love. Most of us grow up with a fairy tale version of romance, believing love should be easy, immediate, and possessive. But Master Yi would argue that true love is far more expansive. This situation forces you to question whether you can love without owning, without demanding reciprocation. It's a lesson in unconditional love, where you learn to care deeply for someone's happiness, even if it doesn't include you. The second purpose is to catalyze your personal growth in ways that a normal relationship couldn't. Shi Heng teaches that discomfort is a powerful teacher. When you can't have your twin flame, you're pushed out of your comfort zone into uncharted emotional territory. You're forced to confront insecurities, dependencies, or old wounds that might have stayed buried in a conventional romance. This dynamic demands that you find completeness within yourself, rather than seeking it in another person. It's about discovering your own strength, purpose, and inner peace, independent of external validation. Another key purpose is what Master E might call energetic alignment. Your twin flame's presence, even if distant, acts like a tuning fork for your soul. Their energy resonates with yours, awakening dormant parts of your psyche. You might suddenly feel inspired to pursue passions you've neglected, question limiting beliefs, or embark on a spiritual journey you never considered before. This isn't random, it's the universe using their energy to spark your transformation. Even if they're committed to someone else, the connection between you is still active, working on a subtle, spiritual level to elevate you both. Shi would also point out that this situation is part of a larger web of soul contracts. Everyone involved, your twin flame, their spouse, even you, has a role to play in this spiritual drama. Their marriage isn't an obstacle to overcome, it's a sacred part of their journey, just as your longing is part of yours. Each person is learning specific lessons, whether it's about commitment, sacrifice, or letting go. Respecting this dynamic, rather than fighting it, aligns you with the universe's flow and deepens your spiritual maturity. Finally, this encounter serves to connect you to something greater than yourself. Master E often speaks of life as a journey toward unity with the divine. When human love feels blocked, you're naturally pushed to seek meaning beyond the physical world. This might lead you to meditation, prayer, or a deeper exploration of your purpose. The pain of loving an unavailable twin flame becomes a bridge to spiritual awakening, teaching you to trust in a higher plan, even when it's hard to see. In the next part, we'll explore the specific signs that confirm this is a true twin flame connection, even if they're married, and how to distinguish it from wishful thinking. You're grappling with the reality that your twin flame is married, and the emotional whirlwind is intense. But how do you know this connection is real and not just a fantasy born of longing? Master Shi Heng's teachings provide a framework to identify the hallmarks of a true twin flame bond, even in such a complicated situation. Let's explore the signs that confirm this is more than infatuation and how to separate genuine soul synergy from wishful projection. The first sign, as Shi might describe, is an overwhelming sense of familiarity that defies logic. When you meet your twin flame, it's not just chemistry, it's like recognizing someone you've known across lifetimes. Your eyes meet, and time seems to pause. You might share a glance and feel an unspoken understanding, as if your souls are saying, "There you are." This isn't about shared hobbies or surface-level attraction, it's a deep, visceral knowing. For example, you might start a conversation and finish each other's sentences or discover eerie synchronicities, like dreaming of them the same night they thought of you. Another hallmark is the ability to see beyond each other's masks. Master E teaches that we all wear personas, social facades we present to the world. But with a twin flame, those defenses melt away. In their presence, you feel truly seen, not just for who you are now but for your essence. They might notice quirks or vulnerabilities you hide from others, and you see the same in them. Even in brief interactions, there's a raw, authentic connection that feels like coming home. This mutual vulnerability is a powerful indicator of a soul-level bond. A third sign is the transformative impact you have on each other, even from a distance. Shi Heng emphasizes that true connections spark growth. After meeting your twin flame, you might notice shifts in your life. Maybe you're suddenly inspired to pursue a long-ignored dream, rethink toxic patterns, or dive into spiritual practices. Their presence, even if limited by their marriage, acts as a catalyst for your evolution. Likewise, they might subtly change too, perhaps becoming more introspective or courageous, even if they don't acknowledge your influence. This mutual awakening is a hallmark of twin flames. You might also experience what Master E would call energetic communication. Twin flames often share a subtle, almost telepathic link. You might sense their emotions without contact, feeling a wave of sadness when they're struggling or a burst of joy when they're happy. They might text you just when you're thinking of them, or you'll have parallel experiences, like hearing the same song at the same moment. These synchronicities aren't coincidences, they're evidence of your souls being in tune. A critical but often overlooked sign is mutual respect for boundaries. If this is a true twin flame connection, both of you will honor their existing commitments. Shi Heng would stress that spiritual alignment means prioritizing growth over impulse. You won't feel compelled to pressure them to leave their spouse, and they won't recklessly disrupt their life. Instead, there's a shared understanding that your connection serves a higher purpose, even if it can't manifest physically now. This restraint reflects the maturity of a soul bond. Finally, the connection feels transcendent. Master Yi teaches that true soul connections elevate you, connecting you to something divine. Being around them, even briefly, inspires you to be better, to live with more purpose. It's not obsessive, it's uplifting. These signs confirm your bond is real, but navigating it requires wisdom. In the next part, we'll explore the spiritual lessons this situation is teaching you and how to grow through the pain. The ache of loving a married twin flame can feel unbearable, but Master Shi Heng would remind you that pain is often a disguise for profound spiritual growth. This situation isn't here to torment you, it's a sacred opportunity to develop qualities that will transform your soul. Let's explore the specific lessons the universe is teaching you through this impossible love and how they align with Shi Yi's teachings on inner balance and awakening. The first lesson is about cultivating unconditional love. Master Yi emphasizes that true love transcends possession or expectation. When your twin flame is married, you're forced to let go of the urge to own them or demand they change their life for you. This dynamic teaches you to love purely, to want their happiness, even if it's with someone else. It's not about giving up, it's about elevating your love to a level where their joy becomes your joy, regardless of the circumstances. This is a rare and powerful form of love that reshapes how you approach all relationships. Another lesson is developing divine patience. Shi Heng often speaks of trusting life's natural flow. With a married twin flame, you're learning to surrender to divine timing, even when it clashes with your desires. You can't force this connection to unfold on your terms, and that's the point. This situation is teaching you to trust that the universe has a plan, even if it's invisible to you now. This patience isn't passive, it's an active faith that strengthens your resilience and aligns you with a higher purpose. Emotional integrity is another crucial lesson. It's tempting to justify manipulative behaviors, flirting excessively, pushing them to leave their spouse, or creating drama to force a change. But Master Yi would urge you to hold fast to your values. Choosing honesty and respect, even when it's painful, builds a kind of inner strength that other challenges can't cultivate. This integrity becomes a cornerstone of your character, guiding you in all areas of life. Shi Yi's teachings also highlight the importance of embracing paradox. Loving someone you can't fully have creates a tension between desire and restraint, connection and distance. This paradox, which Master Yi might call a path to balance, forces you to hold opposing truths without collapsing under the strain. By living in this tension, you develop what Shi Yi would see as a higher consciousness, the ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. This skill serves you far beyond this one relationship. Another lesson is finding meaning in suffering. Shi Heng teaches that pain, when approached consciously, is a gateway to transformation. The longing and heartache you feel aren't meant to be avoided but fully experienced. By sitting with these emotions, you uncover their hidden gifts, insights into your soul, strength you didn't know you had, and a deeper connection to the divine. This conscious suffering, as Master Yi might frame it, refines your spirit and prepares you for greater purpose. Finally, this experience fosters universal compassion. Going through this kind of love makes you more empathetic to others' struggles. You begin to understand the complexity of human relationships. No one is the villain in this story, not you, not your twin flame, not their spouse. This expanded compassion, rooted in Shi Yi's teachings on interconnectedness, equips you to support others with wisdom and kindness, whether as a friend, mentor, or healer. In the next part, we'll discuss practical strategies to manage the emotional intensity of this situation while staying grounded in your spiritual growth. Loving a married twin flame is like riding an emotional roller coaster that never seems to stop. The highs of connection and the lows of impossibility can leave you dizzy, but Master Shi Heng's teachings offer practical tools to manage this intensity while fostering spiritual growth. Let's explore how to navigate this challenging dynamic with grace, balance, and purpose, drawing on Shi Yi's wisdom about inner harmony and conscious living. The first strategy is embracing the paradox fully. Shi Heng teaches that resisting reality creates suffering, but accepting it opens the door to peace. Acknowledge both truths: you love your twin flame deeply, and they are committed to someone else. These don't cancel each other out, they coexist. Instead of fighting this reality or wishing it were different, lean into it. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation, it means trusting that this situation has a purpose. By surrendering to what is, you reduce inner conflict and create space for clarity to emerge. Next, Master Yi would emphasize distinguishing between feeling and acting. Your emotions, longing, love, sadness, are valid and should be honored, but they don't have to dictate your actions. You can feel deeply without trying to change their situation or crossing ethical boundaries. One powerful technique Shi Yi might suggest is expressive writing. Write letters to your twin flame that you'll never send, pouring out all your emotions without holding back. Then, try writing from their perspective, imagining their thoughts and feelings. This practice helps you process the intensity and gain a broader understanding of the dynamic. Shi Heng also stresses the importance of channeling emotional energy constructively. The intensity of this connection can feel overwhelming, but it's a potent force for growth if directed wisely. Create rituals to ground yourself: meditation, martial arts, or creative outlets like painting or journaling. Time in nature, a cornerstone of Master Yi's teachings, can also help you reconnect with the larger flow of life. These practices give your emotions a healthy outlet, preventing them from spiraling into obsession or despair. Maintaining balanced relationships is another key strategy. The pull of a twin flame connection can make you want to isolate, lost in fantasies or heartache. But Shi Yi would urge you to stay connected with friends, family, or a community. These relationships anchor you in reality and provide perspective, reminding you that your worth isn't tied to this one connection. Sharing your journey with trusted people, not to gossip, but to process, can help you feel less alone. Another tool is cultivating conscious presence. When you're around your twin flame, resist the urge to overanalyze every word or gesture. Instead, as Master Yi teaches, simply be in the moment. Appreciate their energy without trying to force it into something it's not. This mindful presence allows you to honor the connection without attaching expectations, keeping your interactions pure and meaningful. Finally, develop a spiritual practice that connects you to something greater. Shi Heng often speaks of aligning with the universe's rhythm through meditation, breathwork, or acts of service. These practices remind you that your twin flame is just one part of a larger tapestry. By focusing on your spiritual growth, whether through prayer, philosophical study, or helping others, you shift your focus from personal longing to universal purpose. This not only soothes the pain but also prepares you for whatever the future holds. In the next part, we'll explore the possibility of union with your twin flame and the ultimate transformation this experience is guiding you toward. You're deep in the journey of loving a married twin flame, and the question lingers: is union possible, or is this connection destined to remain a beautiful, painful lesson? Master Shi Heng's teachings remind us that the true purpose of this encounter transcends conventional outcomes. Let's explore the potential for union, the transformative gifts of this experience, and how to embrace the person you're becoming, guided by Shi Yi's wisdom on spiritual alignment and purpose. Shi Heng would say the question of union is less about when or if, and more about whether you're ready to embody the qualities this connection demands. Divine timing, a core principle in Master Yi's teachings, operates beyond human schedules. If a physical union is meant to happen, it will unfold naturally when both of you have grown into the versions of yourselves capable of sustaining such a profound bond. For your twin flame, their marriage may be a crucial part of their journey, teaching them about commitment, responsibility, or self-discovery. Interfering with this process, even subtly, disrupts the natural flow. Instead, focus on your own growth, trusting that the universe aligns energies when the time is right. Master Yi emphasizes that forcing outcomes creates disharmony. A true twin flame union requires both individuals to have done their inner work, healing old wounds, breaking toxic patterns, and cultivating qualities like patience and compassion. By focusing on becoming your best self, pursuing your purpose, nurturing your talents, and finding joy within, you raise your energetic vibration. Shi Heng would say you can only attract what you embody. If you want a mature, spiritual partnership, you must first become someone who lives those values. But here's a truth Master Yi would highlight: physical union might not be the ultimate goal. Some twin flame connections are meant to teach transcendent love that doesn't need a traditional relationship to thrive. The spiritual bond you share is already powerful, often more transformative at a distance than a premature romance could be. The test is whether you can genuinely wish for their happiness, even if it's with their spouse. If you can love without needing to possess, you've mastered a form of love that's rare and sacred, a hallmark of true twin flames. This experience has already changed you forever. Shi Heng teaches that life's greatest challenges leave permanent marks on the soul, and this connection has awakened parts of you that will never go back to sleep. You've learned to love beyond ego, finding a depth of care that doesn't demand reciprocation. This frees you from patterns of control or dependency, making all your future relationships richer and healthier. You've also developed a new relationship with pain, seeing it as a teacher rather than an enemy, a perspective Master Yi sees as essential for spiritual maturity. This journey has likely clarified your life's purpose. Many find that a twin flame encounter, even an unavailable one, ignites a sense of mission, whether it's creative, professional, or spiritual. You're more attuned to synchronicities, more open to life's mysteries, and more compassionate toward others' struggles. Shi Heng would call this a spiritual initiation, a trial that's equipped you to offer something unique to the world, perhaps as a guide, healer, or simply a wiser soul. Ultimately, this experience is about uniting with your own higher nature. Master Yi would say the true union isn't just with your twin flame but with the divine within you. By trusting the process, honoring the connection, and growing through the pain, you're becoming someone capable of loving in ways that transcend circumstances. That's the real gift, a treasure no one can take from you.